I bet you're asking, why is Dallas wearing a Captain America mask? So, I've got this Captain America mask on because I am reading this comic series now called Avengers vs. X-Men. I have to say that I come down on the side of the X-Men, but I got this Captain America mask at Walmart on clearance for $3.50. So. Avengers vs. X-Men. Alright, the two greatest superhero teams in Marvel history. And by great, I mean just through numbers of members. Because Fantastic Four is pretty good. But there are only 4 or 5, maybe 6 members of Fantastic Four. 7. X-Men, Avengers. Goodness. You can't count all the members of those teams. And right now, who isn't an Avenger? But I gotta tell you something. When it comes to Avengers vs. X-Men, I'm on the side of the X-Men. The Avengers, they were always kind of like, they were kind of like rock star superheroes. I mean, they had a midtown mansion. They had that fancy Quinjet. But the Avengers, they're government tools. Like, the government tells them what to do. Nobody tells the X-Men what to do. Maybe some Sentinels. Professor X. But the X-Men do what they want. Avengers vs. X-Men, I gotta tell you something. I'm gonna stay with the series since it's only 12 books. But the art is kind of like wax sauce. I'm sorry. Like, I mean, what is John Byrne doing now that they can't put him on this book? Neil Adams, he might still be busy fucking up that Batman Odyssey thing. I don't know. I haven't checked back in with Batman Odyssey. It got kind of really retarded. Like, Batman was never supposed to be this stupid. So I checked out of that book. But I mean, come on. There's gotta be some better artists for an Avengers vs. X-Men miniseries. Come on, Marvel. This is what happens when Disney buys your shit up. Okay? The people at Disney okayed this because they don't know from good comic book art or writing. Okay, Bendis? What did Bendis do that was so great? I mean, why is Bendis supposed to be so good? Because the writing in this story is fucking horrible. I hate when Cyclops is this whiny bitch. Alright? I mean, he's been like that throughout the life of the X-Men. But he's so whiny in this series, it's horrible. He's like a bitch. And I mean, who isn't an Avenger now? Everybody's an effing Avenger now. Alright, I've been out of comics for a minute. So Spidey joining the Avengers, and Luke Cage joining the Avengers, and... Okay, yeah, I get it. I get Luke Cage. I mean, Avengers, you always had an issue with the black superheroes. I mean, Black Panther couldn't be Avenger at the same time Falcon was. It'd be like, okay, alright, we've already got a black guy. Sorry. We gotta make way for androids. Jocasta, you get down with the team. Anyhow, so the way the series starts off, Nova shows up and his ass is all fried because he encountered the Phoenix Force. And the Phoenix Force is like headed to Earth. Let me tell you something. How long does it take the Phoenix Force to get to Earth? No fucking time at all. Because the Phoenix Force is like already here. The Phoenix Force is everywhere. I don't know. I don't know comics. I don't know what you guys are doing with this Avengers vs. X-Men series. I'm going to stay in it. But it's just crazy shit is going on in the Marvel Universe that didn't happen years ago when I was a collector. Captain America having a gun? What is Captain America doing with a gun? Captain America is just a regular cop now. If he has a gun, I mean, that was the point of Captain America. He had a shield and wild athleticism. He had a shield and he would just flip over a bullet or a missile that was shot at him. He had a shield. That was all he had. He did not have a gun. Okay? Police have guns. Okay? Vigilantes, murderers have guns. Okay? What? Captain America is George Zimmerman now? Just somebody thinking people look suspicious and shooting them? Bullying people with his gun? That's what George Zimmerman did. Marvel, how are you gonna make Captain America like a bully? with a gun. Seriously, get rid of the Captain America gun. I understand that we live in different times now. And when Captain America kicked ass years ago, we were kind of tough here in America. We didn't have to deal with the specter of what 9/11 has caused, where we've been attacked on our own shores, and now we're scared of Muslims and Arabs. Because, I mean, let's face it, they're kind of scary looking people. But blacks have always been the scariest of the scary looking people. Alright, so let's return our superheroes to the kind of life that we always were accustomed to. Where blacks were like the baddest dudes, the scariest dudes. Muslims, yeah, they were, you could find them inside the villain world, but they weren't really prominent. Don't let Al-Qaeda, change our superhero world, even though they're changing our real world. Magneto's an X-Man now? What the fuck? What is going on with comics right now? Magneto's an X-Man? What the hell is this? Emma Frost is an X-Man? The White Queen? Jesus, I stay out of comic books for 20 years, and you guys go fuck everything up. What is going on here? Oh man, quick question. Franklin Richards, Hope Summers, what if those two were to have a child? Would that child not just obliterate the earth? Okay, so our next mission, keep Hope Summers and Franklin Richards from hooking up. Avengers vs. X-Men, okay, it's a comic series, and if you like the Avengers or the X-Men, you should pick it up, and you should read it, and tell me what you think, okay? Internets, people of the interconnected networks. DallasPenn.com. Internets. Fanboys unite at DallasPenn.com. Internets.